So here's what we're starting with. Just a brown pit of despair. Nothing here. There was a little bush that I dug out, but it was already dead. So we'll see what we can turn it into, but this is where we're starting out at. Nothing special for sure. Hey girlfriend. Shake your tail feather. Come on girl, get it. All right. Last night I put some landscape weed barrier cloth down, and I did this barrier staked down with some stakes. It's not super sturdy. It's not, you know, it moves a little bit, and I just kind of did an organic shape, just because I wanted something that kind of looked somewhat natural. But now I'm going to put down, I believe I'm going to put down some mulch, and we'll go from there. So we have mulch. As you can see, I filled it up pretty far, and I'm mainly using this mulch to fill up some of this space. I don't need this much. Hi baby girl. I don't need this much succulent soil in here. That's going to be expensive. If you guys know, I make my own gritty mix, and it can be expensive. So I'm using this mainly to take up some room, and I think it'll be good drainage. The mulch will. I think water will just go right through. So I put the mulch in, leaving about, I don't know, an inch and a half of room here. Yes. And then I'm filling that on top of that with my gritty mix. My gritty mix is a combination of pine bark fines, or little pieces of pine bark. There's some turfus, some perlite. There is some cactus soil for a little bit of organic material. There's also pumice, and I think that might be it. Perlite, pumice, turfus, pine bark fines, and some cactus soil. So I am now filling this up. I'll fill this up all the way to the top. And since I'm planting sempervivums and jovibarbas, they don't need that much soil. They can grow on, you know, they can grow on driftwood, they can grow in rocks, so they don't need that much soil. And I'm gonna fill this the rest of the way up, and then we'll start planting. Here's the thing. Your husband tells you, you have too many plants. Do you know how many succulents are out there? I'm gonna count them. I bet there's 100 succulents out there. Like 100's a lot. If there's 100 tomato plants, he wouldn't care. But anyway, you think you have a lot, and then you go to fill your little succulent garden, and all I have are these and these, which it's at least a few dozen, but that's not gonna fill all that, is it, Pete? Is it, Pete? Like, see, I have all of these that I was sunning earlier. These are, almost all these are Korean imports, but these are mainly echeverias and mainly echeverias, some other species too, graptivaria, but they are what's known as tender succulents, meaning that they can't survive serious temperatures. So the only ones I want to put out here are ones that I don't have to mess with. So I'm only using the sempervivums, the jovibarbas, and some sedums. So I don't have as many plants as I thought, which means I get to buy more plants. But I'm going to put what I have in there, spread them out, and then I'll know more about how many more I get to get. Pete, you were just giving me and the succulents all the love. You love it, don't you? So these are Sempervivum Ruby Hearts. You can't really tell right now because it's super duper hot. And so they have lost almost all their coloring. But it should come back in the fall. So I got a 6-pack of these at Walmart. Was it Walmart? I think it was Walmart. No, maybe it was Lowe's. Like, I don't know. Here's some of their chicks. Like, maybe Lowe's. A few months ago. And I haven't killed them yet, so that's nice. This one got a little sunburn. But so I'm just going to spread these out in random places. I also added some solar lights there. I got an 8-pack for I think like, I don't know, like how much was it, Pete? 20 bucks on Amazon. So I added one there, and one there. As you can see, this corner's already starting to get the afternoon sun. So I think those will be pretty if in fact they will actually get enough sun. But if not, I can move them somewhere else. So I'm just going to throw these around wherever they happen to land. I also have these I got from a local nursery, Tony's Tree Plantation here in Oklahoma City. They're not in the best of shape. I just got these a couple days ago, but I really wanted something a little different, and of course winter hardy, something I can leave out the entire winter, and these supposedly can be, so I got a few of these too. So mainly Sempervivums, Sedums, and Jovabarbas. So this is a Jovabarba. As you can see, they're a little different than Sempervivums. They, instead of having the little chicks that shoot off, these just kind of grow in big chunky clusters. So for right now, I'm just going to kind of put things where I think I may want them. And this is a Sempervivum. I believe this is a Pacific Beauty. It's not in the best shape right now. It's been out of the ground for a few days at least. So they're not in the best shape, but they'll pop back. That's what I like about them. So I'm just gonna place everything where I think I kind of want them, and then once I have the layout right, then I'll actually plant everything. So most of these guys I got online from a shop that I don't hear about a whole lot, but they're called SMG Succulents. The letter S, the letter M, the letter G, Succulents. I'll put a link down below, but they have an amazing collection of cold hardy succulents, and these, you know, these colors aren't really doing them justice because, like I said, they've been in extreme heat here in Oklahoma, over 100 degrees and extreme sun, and I've had them pulled out of what the planters they were in for a while, and so these don't look the best, but trust me, they have an amazing selection and some of the prettiest cold hardy succulents. Like, they have just a million of them, and when these hit fall and the cooler temperatures, look at that color. This one's called St. Elmo's Fire. When these get to the fall and start showing their colors, they will be stunning. So if you're looking for succulents that are cold hardy, they're not paying me or anything, but check out SMG Succulents because they have a ton, and I got just an entire huge box for like $70, I think, which I thought was a really good price. And yeah, I was just really pleased with my purchase. So that one's gonna be so pretty. All of them are. Here they all are. I am pleased with my purchase. Oh my gosh, especially that one. I love it so much. And this one's really cool too. There's quite a few I like. I like this one a lot. Lots of different colors. That one's pretty. That one's almost black. And so these are going over here in my partially finished succulent rock garden. These are the ones I've already had. Actually, 90% of these were from SMG too. This Jovi Barba was from them. This little Sempervivum. This pale Sempervivum. That little orangish one. I think that one's a Pacific Beauty. All these little reddish ones. All these were from SMG. The only ones that weren't from SMG were these big ruby hearts, which were from Home Depot or Lowe's. So I just thought, looked a little bare, you know? Succulents like to be snuggled up together. So I'm gonna add some of those, and then if I have leftovers, then maybe I'll make another garden. I don't know yet. But here's what the garden looks like at night.
Beautiful.
Aw, thanks, honey.
I really like it at night more than I do during the day.
Yeah, there's not a lot of contrast during the day right now.
Now those aren't gonna like get too much sun and wither or something, right?
No, these love sun. Very drought tolerant. They survive during the winter, during snow.
Let's just say for the record that you did all of this with the exception of cutting your border.
Yeah, which I could have done, but because you have been teaching me how to use the saw.
Yep.
But yeah, not bad for my first ever anything.
I like it. I really like it.
Anyway, smgsucculents.com if you like what I got. And tell them Beth sent you. Bye.